God Talk Unfiltered.
How's everybody doing? Great. So, a lot of you know my story about my childhood, how I didn't have the greatest one. My dad was like super abusive on every aspect of life. And because of that, growing up, it caused me to not be able to have conversations with men over a certain age. And not just have conversations, but like when someone would approach me and want to, I don't like be friendly or give advice, I was instantly like, wall up, don't talk to me, don't look at me, because whatever you're gonna say is gonna degrade me, and I just couldn't have conversations with them. And so going forward in my life, I ended up transitioning later on, and I still, somewhere in there, I thought that, okay, if I transitioned and, I'm male in society, I wouldn't have these issues. Well, these issues still follow me. And the last God Talk Unfiltered, I got up and I talked about how my job was taking everything from me, like everything. And I dread going into work to the point to where I want to call off, but then I know that I would screw over my work if I did call off. So after God Talk, someone in this room approached me, and at first I was immediately like, don't talk to me. You don't know anything. And the more we talked, the more I realized that it was the first time in my 29 years of life that someone sat across from me who wasn't going to degrade the way I felt about my job. And as a matter of fact, it was a very warm, welcome, just solid advice. And it wasn't even really advice. It was just, let's talk about this, because I want to see you get from it what you want, and I want to see you succeed in it. And I can say that I've never really had that. And it really made me realize that some of us, not only in the LGBTQ community, but in just everyday life, sometimes we just need someone to fill a void that was there, and make you realize that not everybody is going to tell you that you're not good enough, that you're not worth it, that you're not going to be successful. And although those words didn't come out in that conversation, it made me feel like I could be successful in a job that I absolutely hate. And they gave me some solid advice, which was take a 20-minute drive home before you get home, or when you get off work, instead of going straight home. And I can tell you that there's been a few times where I've just gone straight home and I feel different. That stress level that I have at work comes home with me, and I go straight to my room and I don't want to talk to anybody. And then I have this little 4-pound dog who gets all of that energy from me. But the days that I do take my 20-minute drive home, I come home and I'm relaxed and I get into my bed and I go to sleep, and I wake up the next day and I'm like, okay, I can do this one more day. I can do this one more day. And it's simply because someone who really has no idea what my life is like, has no idea until this moment, that I didn't like to talk to anyone, especially men over the age of 40. And I thank that person for doing that, because it allowed me to realize that I can trust someone, I can let someone in, just because my life wasn't the greatest as a child. So that's it for me.